Container charges are not drop shipping charges. Remember, drop shipping is factory direct from the China factory to your house, to your door. Welcome back to Paying Collectibles. Now, since my last video that I posted about my first 100 subscribers, you guys have been super positive with the responses. I've gotten more likes, more views, and more people subscribing. In that last video, I said that I would make this video about drop shipping, and I'm going to do that to keep my promise. Now, before anyone asks, that Green Lantern poster, no, I didn't lose a bet. I'm probably one of the few people who love that movie. Yes, I know Ryan Reynolds hates it, but I love it, so meh. Let's first talk about this hobby for a little minute. Now, this hobby means a lot of different things for a lot of different people. You start with one piece, and then you're saying, you know, I can't believe I paid this much for one piece. Oh, I'm probably just gonna get just one, and that's it. This is just not gonna be a thing for me. The next thing you know, voila, you kind of went a little bit overboard. I've had to change a lot of things around in my life. I've had to move my finances around. I've also had to move a lot of stuff out of the house because I needed spaces for the boxes for these guys that are already here, and I have a lot more coming. Your spouse, your partner, your family, your friends even, a lot of them are not gonna get it. Why do you put your hard-earned blood, sweat, money, and finances into this hobby? I'll tell you my reason. I am a trained Maya character animator. I was a 3D artist and motion graphics professionally. I'd gone back to school to level up my skill. I wanted to work on something like The Incredibles. That is where my skill set, that is what I trained to be. And I'm pretty good at it. But then the pandemic happened and jobs kind of changed, life took its toll, and now I'm doing something else. Now I equally love what I'm doing, but it's not what I set out to do. In 3D school or in Disney school, we were drilled into us. You have to hit your poses, right? You have to get your silhouettes. Each frame of your animation has to look beautiful. What I love about these art pieces, these statue pieces, is this is one frame in my Maya timeline. If I were to do this animated, I could have him flying up and the smoke effect coming down, and all that will be sculpted in 3D. Well, to you guys, it's called sculpted. This hobby means a lot to me because this is my passion for 3D animation, but brought to life. This is my one frame that I work on in the computer, brought to life on display in my office. But what I bet drives you nuts and batshit crazy, what I bet is that the shipping has taken its toll. The shipping's killing you. I know it's killing me because the shipping is a third of an order. Basically, it's a PO. That's how bad shipping is. Quick disclaimer, guys. What I'm about to say about shipping applies strictly to people in the United States. I am based in the United States. I don't live in Europe, and I know you guys got those crazy value-added tax calculations, and with Brexit and import-export, it's a lot more insane over there. I can't speak to how that's going to work in your country. I apologize. I just don't have any information. For all the US-based customers, I'm hoping this can kind of just make you less pissed off. Most of the stuff is made in China, which means there's only so many ways it can get to you in the US. Let's start with XM, for example. XM is based out of Singapore. So all the product for XM usually comes from the China factories, and it goes to XM's warehouse. It goes to your favorite retailer and your favorite distributors, who then ship to you. So even though it's coming from China, the product that goes to the distributors is coming out of Singapore. Prime One's got that ridiculous economy shipping versus their air shipping, and their air shipping charges are really beyond insane. That is because Prime One ships out of China, and they probably have some kind of negotiated rate. If you are shipping factory direct from China to the United States and not going through any retailer, distributor, or manufacturer middleman's negotiated rate, drop shipping out of China, guys, is the most expensive means of logistics right now. Or if you're going through your favorite retailer, what they do is they put the product on a container. The container comes from China to the US and then ground shipping to you. Generally, rule of thumb, whatever boat cost is, air is double. Even though the container, that image about the container is like, oh, it's 6 times more and everything. Price per unit is still cheaper. It's usually about half of what drop shipping direct from the factory is. I have a business account for shipping stuff international. However, I don't do enough volume to actually make the prices worth it. So I still go to my favorite distributor, retailer, who by nature of shipping volume ends up getting me the best rate. That is how it works. Sometimes you've seen the prices have gone up quite a bit. Well, usually it's dimensional weight where the box is too big and they have to calculate by volume of the total box versus just the raw weight. But then sometimes Sideshow sends you a invoice that is a way beyond ridiculous shipping costs and you're wondering what happened. That's because they're drop shipping it directly from the factory in China to you. They're not even bothering to put it on the container. It could be they didn't want to pay for the container cost, or it could be they couldn't get a container to get stuff to the US. When your favorite distributor retailer puts something on a container, there's a cost to them. That cost to them, it may be passed on to you, it may not be. It really depends on how each company is set up. But generally the cost is passed on to you. But it's still cheaper than factory direct. Your canned soup, everything comes on a container. So all these companies are vying for container space. So there are only so many to go around. With the port crisis here in the US, the boat may dock, but no one's here there to unload the boat. I get your frustration. I'm frustrated. In all honesty, going through your favorite distributor or retailer is still cheaper, and you're just paying container cost plus ground shipping. However, here's the thing that is the catch. FNC usually has pretty decent costs out of China. Why? Because they're registered as a Chinese company doing business as in China. If you drop ship something through FNC, FNC is going to be way cheaper because FNC is doing business in China. And that's how that works. The only other way you can get around it is if you had a shipment forwarder, a company that sends shipments, and they're doing business as in China, then you're not going to pay the ridiculous cost. You're going to pay what they pay. But that is the one way you can get around drop shipping costs from a factory direct in China. I hope that this kind of helped demystify a little bit of the shipping situation. If I'm wrong, feel free, comment below, tell me I'm wrong. This is just what I've done based on talking to various shipping companies, because I've been trying to get my stuff in cheaper for myself, just because shipping, so feel free to comment, but toss a like, subscribe. I want to thank you guys. You guys have been really active for me lately. For a small channel like myself that nobody gives a shit about, you guys have been commenting and subscribing. It really means a lot. It gives me motivation to come out and do more videos. So thank you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.